Great to have you with us. Good morning. We are at Hammond Stadium, spring home of the Minnesota Twins here in Fort Myers, Florida. So delighted you have found us. This is Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill in Anoka from Fort Myers, and we're all over the Twins for you. Special spring training coverage over the next 30 minutes. We're talking to some of your favorite players. Lots of things to talk about. You know, they're very excited here. Packed houses for all the ball games. The workouts are wall-to-wall Twins fans escaping the slightly colder weather back home. And so that's what we'll talk about over the next 30 minutes. Let's take a look at Game On by the numbers for you this Sunday morning. And the Twins committed to, during this spring training, to make speed, defense, and pitching its focus. You know, spring training started in Florida for these Twins as the Senators back in 1936. They actually started over in Orlando. Haven't advanced to the second round of the playoffs since 2002. That is something that this team is committed to working on. They've in fact lost 12 straight postseason games. And just the other day, USA Today came out with its power rankings of all the Major League Baseball teams, and the Twins ranked 6th in those MLB rankings. We start Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill, with the man, the skipper, the manager of the year in the American League, Ron Gardenhire. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure, thank you.
Always good to be with you. And you get down here and you love this. You love the fans, you interact with them, and you love the team that you have in 2011.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, this is what it's all about, putting on a uniform and being lucky enough to get out on a baseball field and run around as your job, as they call it. And you know what? We've got a good bunch of guys. We've got a great fan base. They come down here, support this team. So this is what it's all about, really. Spring training is a blast.
You guys did a little bit of work during the off season and I'm sure you did a lot of thinking about the way the season ended. Do you compartmentalize? How do you come down here and turn what you've dealt with in the past into something positive moving forward?
Well, the great thing about the game is you can never stop learning and never stop trying to get better. So, you know what, we have things we can improve on. You know, we won our division, which was one of our goals, but we didn't get to the World Series, and that was our other goal. So we still have a lot of goals that we have to achieve as a group. We lost some good people, and we added a few people. So, you know what, it's always going to be something different in spring training, and that's the challenge. That's what makes it fun. It's coming down here. A lot of people have chances to win jobs, and to get a chance to see some new players is always kind of fun.
You got a lot of arms in that bullpen and in the starting rotation.
Yeah, we do, and we hope we keep them healthy, and that's the big thing, is get through spring training healthy and see who can help us and try to put together a bullpen and a rotation that can be successful. And you know what, we like our chances, we like our arms. You know, getting some people healthy and get back on the field is going to be huge for us.
Skipper, what does it mean to get Carl Pavano re-signed and back at the front of your rotation?
Well, you know what, you need the veteran. He's accountable for everything he does. He doesn't make a lot of excuses. He goes out there, takes the ball, and if he gets knocked around, he'll tell you, you know, he didn't pitch worth a flip. And we just like people to be accountable. Yeah. And that's what he does. And you know, that helps the other guys. I mean, honestly, you look at our young pitchers and they can learn from those things. You know, instead of making excuses, you know, well, that was a great pitch. You know, Carl will say the great pitch doesn't land in the stands. Yeah. And you know what? He's accountable, and that's what we want all of our pitchers to be, and they can learn from him on how he studies hitters and the other team. And I think he's brought all that to the table.
Joe Mauer, better than last year, in your opinion?
Better looking. He's got a great tan. He's always going to be a great hitter. He's going to be a great player. He's a great catcher. He's an all-star. The big thing for us is to keep him on the field and healthy. And you know, you have to watch his workload as far as spring training goes, and how many times he's squatting behind the plate. He's a big guy. He wants to catch, so there's a lot involved. But you know what? He's a class act. I mean, he's a great player, but he handles himself very well, and he's taken on a really good leadership role with our ball club.
You talk about him wanting to squat and wanting to catch. There's so much talk about moving him to a different position to increase his longevity. Are you buying into that? Are you thinking about it? Where is that?
Well, we all think about it, but we also talk to the player. The player wants to be a catcher, and you know what? He signed a deal with us to be our catcher, and he told me he wants to catch for 8 years. He wants to catch for the length of that contract. Whether that happens or not, we're going to dictate that by his health and how much we can keep him on the field. But first, you got to go to the player. If Joe doesn't really want to move and he wants to keep catching, he's an all-star and a Gold Glover and a batting champion. it's kind of tough to tell a guy now you're not good enough to do that anymore.
We got a couple more minutes with the skipper. Don't forget, you can get all the latest information. Go to our website. It's www.gameontvmn.com. We got all the latest. Brandon on baseball, Shocker's Locker on the Vikings, and extensive coverage on MMA and Holt on hockey. Don't forget, www.gameontvmn.com.
Third base.
Why is that?
Well, he's got the arm for it for sure. You know, and he's got good hands. Catcher and third base, they basically do the same thing. You don't have to have a lot of range for third base. You can just, he's long armed, so he can make the plays, I'm sure.
Get ready to enter the hive. Rule number 1, always wear a helmet. Rule number 2, don't blink.
The biggest lead of the night, after the shot to go!
Swarm Lacrosse returns to the XL Energy Center. For tickets, call 1-888-MN-SWARM or visit mnswarm.com.
Hi friends, talking to you about River City Mortgage, and it's no secret, today's home buyer needs help navigating and making sense of the right mortgage and finance decisions. Maria at River City Mortgage makes sense of it. She'll help you find the best strategies to fit your financial needs, and she'll offer creative options. Maria's goal, a smooth process for you. Find her at maria@rcmortgage.com and you'll see firsthand.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We understand and support families in all their many forms. And when legal problems arise in the family, Wallingberg and Deebly is there. Wallingberg and Deebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota. When you need us, call 612-326-3453 or visit wbdlaw.com.
Our picture from paradise comes directly from Hammond Stadium, your spring home of the Minnesota Twins. Sunrise over this gorgeous ballpark. Seats 7,500 people here. It's the home of your favorite team, and it is one stunning, beautiful place in the morning. It's our picture from paradise.
I'd probably put him at first base because I think, you know, just because of his height and his versatility, he's very able to move the ball. He's able to get those scoops out of the ground, and I think he would make a good first baseman if he wasn't a catcher. So.
We're back, it's Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill up in Anoka. It's cold up in Anoka these days.
Well, I heard they're fixing to get ready for another snowstorm, but it's been warm. It's been 50. It melted, and now I heard another 10-inch snow. So
you pay attention to the weather back in Minnesota while you're down here?
I have a daughter that's using my tractor. Yes, I do. She's got a snowblower. Yes, I do.
That's awesome. Okay, let's talk about the lineup that you have a new lineup. Hudson's gone, Hardy's gone. You got some new faces in there. Alexi Casilla, you're going to put him in there somewhere. You're not. Are you nervous about the changes, or are you pretty confident since you've brought most of those players along anyway?
No, I'm excited about it. We talked about, you know, having more speed in our lineup. The one thing we lacked last year was speed. We didn't get to run around as much as we like to. We like to steal some bases. We like to be able to bunt and kind of irritate people, and some of those things we got away from last year. Hudson did great. He's a great second baseman, and we knew that he wanted a 2-year deal, and we just weren't going to be able to go there. Going over and signing Nishi, I really don't know a lot about him. I'm excited to see him get out on a baseball field. He's a Gold Glove winner, and he's a great athlete, and they tell me he's a great teammate. So, you know what, that fits with us. And then Lexi, it's time. Yeah. It's time for this young man to get out there. He's got all the talent in the world. Yeah. He can do some really special things on a baseball field. Now it's time for him to get out there and get it done.
You're the greatest, and we're always honored that you take time for us.
Thanks, dude.
Ron Gardenhire, the manager of the year for the Minnesota Twins, here on Game On.
Thanks.
All right, you call him out. Hey, Russ. Hey, Russ.
Did you know he was doing that too? We were laughing. I had no idea.
Couldn't be more excited to have Michael Cuddyer, number 5, back with us. Great to see you.
Glad to be here.
When you look at the season ahead, you had a great spring last year. You had over 600 at-bats with a really strong season. You were playing all over the place in 2010. Does this season seem like there's unfinished business, things that you want to accomplish after last year's big year?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously winning a World Series is first and foremost what we want to accomplish, what we set out every year to do. Thought we had ourselves in a great position to do that last year, and you know, for whatever reason, again, couldn't get by the Yankees.
Do you sit during the off season and think about it? Does it drive you crazy?
It does, yeah, no doubt. I mean, this is, you know, 6 out of my 9 years in the big leagues, we've gotten to the playoffs, and you know, 4 out of those we've lost to the Yankees, and you know, only one time did we ever get to the ALCS. So, and that was my first year. So I thought it was going to be like that every year, and obviously it hasn't panned out that way. So, yeah, it's frustrating. You know, you try and figure out what we can do to get over the hump and to be better. You know, until we do it, it's all a mystery.
You're a leader in this clubhouse, and every year you come down to spring and make sure that the players know how important it is with T-shirts and little reminders. And you backed it up with big batting average last spring. Do you look at this as really a time to put the pedal to the metal? Yeah,
I mean, I do. That's the only way I know how to do it. You know, you're trying to get ready for the opening day. But to me, there's no better way of being ready than feeling good going into it. And so, yeah, I mean, every time I step in the batter's box, I want to try and get a hit. And, you know, but it's more about just playing the game the right way more than anything. If you play the game the right way in spring training or quote-unquote practice, then when time comes to play in the game, you're going to play the game the right way.
More with Michael Cuddyer in just a moment. We're going to show you this little Twins clip. Anytime you walk around down here, you'll see little guys and little girls waiting for baseballs. I caught up with this little family just north of the Metro as their home, and they were waiting, 2 little girls waiting for their favorite twin. Take a look. Who's your favorite twin?
Joe Mauer. Joe Mauer.
Why?
Because I play softball and I was a catcher and I want to be a catcher just like Joe Mauer. Because I think he's a good player.
Has nothing to do with him being cute, you guys?
No. No.
Everything that goes into a Lennox system is engineered for absolute comfort. Like the parts that create your perfect temperature and humidity, or the parts that purify the air. Together, all these parts save you up to half off your heating and cooling bills. And there are few things more comforting than that.
The future of home comfort is here now at Liberty Comfort Systems.
Get the latest in innovation and technology at Liberty Comfort Systems. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Friends, it's time to step into the world of Willie's. It's a great neighborhood bar that has a pub feel. It's a public gathering place for friends and family. They do it all too. Cribbage, darts, they have meat raffles, they have all the big screens to take care of your game watching needs. And best of all, they have a staff that's eager to make it memorable for you. You gotta check it out. It's Willie's off Coon Rapids Boulevard and 610.
So, you're looking for a night out with the guys. Guy stuff, sports, beer, fun. What about catching a Wolves game? The Guys Night Out package gives you a ticket, beer, hot dog, and a chance to meet the Timberwolves dancers, all for just $15. That sounds like guy stuff. Log on to timberwolves.com to get your tickets today.
Time now for our picture from paradise. How about this for a daily lineup? Little beach, little golf, little Twins, sunbathing, start to finish, and then some R&R in the evening. That's what it's all about. That's our picture from paradise.
I let him go slow because they have other guys that can close right now, and then let him work himself in. I mean, if he goes great during spring training, I just let him close. Yeah. That's why they have him.
It's Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill down in gorgeous Fort Myers, Florida. It's sunny, it's warm. You can never get tired of this.
No, you know, this year it's been incredible so far.
Yeah.
Last year was a little chilly. I mean,
was it really?
Not cold, but chilly.
Minnesota's cold. Exactly.
It was chilly though. It was in the 50s every day, all day. So it was a little chilly down here.
I gotta ask you, I was going over some notes and looking at some of the clippings from the home opener at Target Field. Was there, looking back, Was there pressure on you guys to come out of the gate, new ball, everything new, big lineup? Was there pressure on you guys?
For game one, there's always pressure. You always want to win the opening day, especially when you're at home.
Right.
And you add on top of that a new stadium and packed house, and first time they've had a flyover for a game in 30 years. So yeah, I would say there was pressure on us. Not to the point where we were going to crack if we lost, but there was, and fortunately we were able to get the win.
Is there a power outage in Target Field for you guys? Everybody keeps talking about the lower home run numbers and some of the production. Is that reality?
Last year it was. I mean, last year obviously we didn't put up the numbers, power numbers that we did the year before, but we still scored runs. We still manufactured, and we still held the other team from scoring runs. And again, like I said, it's about winning baseball games, and we had a great record in Target Field.
If you're a big fan, you got to know that this guy wants to hear from you. He is very connected social media wise, and I'm not joking. Fan HQ at the Ridgedale Mall, one of our sponsors, they kind of told me all about, and once I started looking at your Facebook and all those other elements, you really do give a darn. Tell us a little bit about that passion.
Well, I got a Twitter account, it's mcuddy5 at Twitter, and I just I use it solely for two reasons. One, to interact with the fans. I do a lot of question and answers. They send me questions, and I try and get to as many of them as I can. And also to promote the charity work that my wife Claudia and I do in Twin Cities and back home in Virginia as well. So, it's just a good way, an easy way to reach out to a lot of people.
Nice.
And so we enjoy it.
Bottom of the screen, you saw it. We'll put a link on our website at GameOnTVMN.com. You can always be in touch with number 5. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure.
Great to have you here. Hey, time now for Who's Hot and Who's Cold, brought to us by Liberty Comfort Systems of Anoka. Who's hot? It's got to be all the support staff working here at Hammond Stadium. These folks work from sunup to sundown, keeping the grass and the ground spectacular. They help all the fans, and literally there are thousands of fans moving through here every single hour. It's special to be a part of spring training, and it's no accident that it's special and memorable when you come to Hammond Stadium. Hats off to Hammond as we head home. And this week, cold is actually hot. We're giving it to Joe Mauer. He makes a king's ransom, as we all know, but I've watched him time and time again sign for fans long after all the other players were in the locker room. Joe Mauer is absolutely solid. Glad he's a Twin, and he gets a tip of the cap. That's Who's Hot and Who's Cold, brought to us by Liberty Comfort Systems. And don't forget, you can keep up with the Wolves and the NBA with my weekly blog at Simon Says at Timberwolves.com, part of a great NBA website full of inside information. Strong Wolf viewpoints, too, all at your fingertips. It's interactive, so drop me a note. It's Rod at GameOnTVMN.com, and look for my new Simon Says blog every Thursday at Timberwolves.com. And we couldn't be more excited and perfect down here in Florida to make the announcement that Golf for the Gift 4 is back and will be played at Troy Byrne Golf Club on June 23rd, and we'd love to have you a part of our big day. It's a day of outstanding golf, fun, relaxation, and all the monies raised go to help adoptive families close that financial finish line with grants created by the Gift of Adoption Fund. I host it. It's Golf for the Gift, June 23rd. Check us out. Our website is golfforthegift.com, and if you go to our website at GameOnTVMN.com, you can get the link. But join us if you can. June 23rd for Rod Simon's Golf for the Gift.
What's your 99?
Wendy's new 99-cent everyday value menu now has even more tasty ways to get what you want for 99 cents.
My 9 for 99. My 9 for 99.
The all-new Bacon 99er with thick applewood smoked bacon, or the new crispy chicken Caesar wrap with tender all-white meat chicken.
99.
My 99.
We got your 99.
Now there's 9 tasty choices for 99 cents.
Hi friends, the mission is simple at the Minnesota Real Estate Team. Help buyers and sellers reach their goals. Your needs are handled by a professional team with years of vital experience. They know the Twin Cities, and they work on your timeline with no pressure. So get answers. They're your local real estate team. Here's a paradise scene setter for you. Nothing better than a front row seat. Waves crashing at you, sandy beach right under your toes, and pole in hand. That's great fishing on Sanibel Island with the beach and the shells and the sunshine. Part of your paradise scenic.
I'd say you go ahead and pace him.
You almost say that reluctantly.
Well, I think you definitely want to pace a guy, let him come back slow and get his groove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back on Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill in gorgeous Fort Myers, Florida. Here with one of, is it safe to say one of the surprise pitchers of 2010? Brian Duensing is in the house. Congratulations on a great season, but I would imagine you get down to spring and you want a whole lot more.
Oh yeah, and last year was great. Very unexpected by myself. I thought I was going to be in the bullpen all year.
Yeah.
Things happen, but I had a great year. But you come down to spring training, now we got 6 guys trying to fight for one spot, it seems like, and competition's a great thing, but you always want to do better.
You guys are loaded, pitching wise, offensively. You get Morneau back, willing and able. You guys have a very potent lineup. And you're smiling.
Yeah, because we got a good. Yeah, you're right. We got a good lineup. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be it's gonna be a tough year, I think. Detroit and Chicago really stacked up, and they're kind of trying to chase us down from the last couple of years. But I'll tell you what, we got some veterans on this team that know how to win, and we got some new guys coming in that know how to win, and it's going to be an exciting year.
You have a great season.
Thank you.
Brian Duensing in the house.
That.
Thank you for being with us. Don't forget, you can catch us at a live taping. We're back in Anoka at the Courtside Bar and Grill early March 8th to be exact. We'll have Vikings, Swarms, Chris Hockey of Rocket Club and K-Fan Radio will be with us. It's a live show taping with autographs, all that. We'll give away Swarm and Timberwolves tickets as well. Free raffle, food and drink specials every Tuesday. Courtside Bar and Grill. Bring your game on to the Courtside. We'd love to have you. And friends, when you need to move around the metro, City View White Knight Limousine. They have town cars, limousines, SUVs. City View White Knight is not only safe and reliable, they'll handle all your needs and they do it affordably. Get them on the web at cityviewlimo.com.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We understand and support families in all their many forms. And when legal problems arise in the family, Wallingberg and Deebly is there. Wallingberg and Deebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota. When you need us, call 612-326-3453 or visit wbdlaw.com.
River City Saloon is the place for food, music, fun, and bikers. Bikers get the best parking spot, and inside, from business people to bikers, everyone's going to have a great time. Create your own bucket list at the River City Saloon. There are specials every night of the week and live music all weekend. Get us online at hollysrivercitysaloon.com and look for the awning just off Main and Anoka, right in the heart of the historic Anoka Entertainment District. See you soon at the River City Saloon.
Get ready to enter the Hive. Rule number 1. Always wear a helmet. Rule number 2. Don't blink.
The biggest lead of the night. After the shot to go.
Swarm Lacrosse returns to the XL Energy Center. For tickets, call 1-888-MN-SWARM or visit mnswarm.com.
Back on Game On, powered by Courtside Bar and Grill, with the closer, Matt Capps, brought in last year. I think there's so much made between you and Joe Nathan. You guys just want to pitch, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to go out and contribute, help the team out. Nobody can argue the great things Joe's done in his career. So with that being said, we both just want to go out, compete, and do the best that we can.
When you arrived here from Washington, was it a little bit of a culture shock as you started to play? Because you were winning 3 of every 4 games you played. It was completely different atmosphere from what you had with the Caps, or the Nets.
Oh, it certainly was. I mean, the experience at the ballpark with the fans every day was second to none. The support we got around the city and just going out to dinner or things like that was incredible, and it was something new for me in my career, something different from what I had seen in the past. And what we were doing on the field was certainly a plus side effect of all that. I mean,
the guys came out. We came prepared to play and prepared to win every day. And for the most part, since I got traded over, that's what we did. We went out, played great baseball, and got the job done.
I noticed in being around here, the one thing that seems a constant is unfinished business. That quick exit from the playoffs has kind of chafed at you guys probably all last off season.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we feel like we're a better ball club than what we played those 3 games. You know, we went out, things didn't work out for us, and we didn't finish the job. So I think the way you said it, unfinished business, is the best way to put it. We've got something to prove, and you know, this ball club has been very successful the last couple of years during the regular season, and we've hit a speed bump getting into the playoffs, and it's something we're looking to turn around with the 2011 season.
Matt, one last question. You walk around the locker room, there's studs everywhere, man. All-stars. I mean, this team is loaded, and a gigantic payroll, too. The expectation is win now.
Well, I mean, that's good. That's what we want. The players' side, we expect to win. We expect that out of ourselves, and that's what we want every night. Every time we go out there, we want to do our best and come out on top. So nobody's expecting anything out of us any more than what we're expecting out of ourselves. And you know, like we were talking about earlier, when it's all said and done and the dust settles, we want to be the last ones out there.
Awesome. Thank you for being with us. Matt Capps, have a great season.
All right.
Time now for our Wheels of Thunder week ahead. Big stuff happening back in the Twin Cities. The Wolves have 3 big ones, 7th, 9th, and 11th. Dallas, the Pacers in Utah. The Wild get Buffalo in Colorado. The Swarm get Buffalo later in the month of March. Gophers are home against Penn State. Come on, guys. Twins on April 8th. Back home against the Oakland A's for their opener at Target Field. That'll be fun.
That should be.
Nice. Vikings will be back in training camp in 145 days. And don't forget, the Rod Simons Golf for the Gift of Adoption charity golf tournament, as we just told you, June 23rd at Troy Burn Golf Club. And it is time for the MIAC Minute, brought to you by Wallingberg and Deeply. And in the MIAC, the track season is coming to a quick close. And when you look at track on the men's and women's side, St. Thomas is a clear favorite, and they know it.
You know, our goal is another conference championship. We've won 26 years in a row, which is a great feat, but we don't see it as so much of an obligation, but as an opportunity. So we're just excited about what the next couple weeks hold.
Oh, I think the athletes really get excited. Both programs, men and women, even though we have separate programs, they get really excited this time of year whenever we have a championship, because they know what's coming, and they all get geared up for it on both sides, and they have high expectations, but for the most part it's a lot of fun, and it's exciting, and you know, there's a little bit of pressure that comes with that kind of success, but I think they say bring it on.
And before we leave you here on Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill, let's get back up to Anoka. Craig Carger is the general manager, and he's enduring the slightly colder weather up in Anoka. Craig, what do we got on tap this week?
You know, Rod, we're gearing up for another NASCAR Sunday Fun Day right here at Courtside. The race starts at 2 p.m. right here on Fox. You know, I'd like to welcome you all to come check out our lunch and dinner specials right here at Courtside. We're also closing in on our 1-year anniversary and the Big 12. That's right, 12,000 burgers sold in 1 year. It's good stuff, buddy. Hey, see you next week.
And that's it for us. We're back in Anoka at the Courtside Bar and Grill next week. Looking forward to seeing you. Don't forget, check our website, GameOnTVMN.com, for all the updates. We'll continue to post that all week. And thanks for letting us be a part of your day. So, from Twins coverage down at Hammond Stadium here in Fort Myers, Florida, I'm Rod Simons. Have a great week and keep your game on.